Ihr Peter Hirschmann am Mikrofon. Traurig, aber wahr. Die Alliierten haben mit ihren schmählichen Bombenangriffen unsere gesamte Teilung zerstört. Wie ihr wisst, ist die einzige Plan die Aufnahme von
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us out here today on this beautiful day where we will be taking a look at and shooting the German G43. This rifle marks the completion of a quest of mine. I've basically been trying to collect the three main semi-automatic battle rifles of World War II. That would be the American M1 Garand, which
the SVT-40.
Yeah, the Russian SVT-40, and this elusive creature, the German G43.
Why has this one been so elusive for you?
Well, there's far fewer made of the G43 than either the Garand or the SVT-40. So it's pretty rare, but I saw one out there in the wild for the right price, and I had to add it to the collection.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks really great.
Actually, it kind of doesn't.
Well, I think it looks great. It's certainly rough because it's kind of like an emergency rifle.
Yeah.
It's basically Nazi Germany saying, "Oh crap,
we're on the losing side of a
war.
war.
We're on the losing side."
Yeah.
The Americans have a semi-automatic rifle. The Russians have a semi-automatic rifle. We've got horse-drawn carriages and bolt-action rifles we need to modernize.
Yeah.
So they come up with this, the G43. And you can see that it's hastily made because it has really rough forging markings. It's not even machined. But on the inside, it's a very functional and well-engineered rifle. It's up there with the best of all the other German engineered things.
All
that
right,
you've seen.
so looks can be deceiving. Don't judge this book by its cover.
Yeah. So yeah, the Germans basically developed the G43 out of the G41 project, which proved to be a way too complex semi-automatic rifle. That the simplified version, the G43, is what came out of it.
You're telling me that some Germans over-engineered something?
Believe it or not, but that's what happened.
Well.
But you know, the Germans took their experiences from the Eastern Front fighting the Russians. They basically took the gas system from the SVT-40, the short-stroke piston gas system. They put it in the G43, but they kept the bolt design from the G41, I believe.
Oh, okay.
The flapper delayed lock. So it's you know, it's not quite like one of the Wunderwaffens that was going to save Germany, but it was a step in the right direction. But
they were doing their best.
Yeah, it was
under very tricky circumstances.
But it was too little, too late. All right, yeah. So you want to step into the technical details?
Yeah. So I mean, this is a pretty standard World War II rifle, right? You got heavy wood, and it's all compact and very dense. Mm-hmm. It's 9.7 pounds. Its overall length is 43.9 inches, and the barrel length right here is 21.7 inches. As you just mentioned, the action is very unique. It's got the gas-operated short-stroke piston flapper locking action. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
I think you're going to struggle with that. But that action is actually really unique. It made this gun much more easy to be produced, and it made it more reliable. So much so, I heard an interesting fact on this gun was that the German mountain troops would use this as ladder rungs when they're climbing. But you got a 10-round detachable box magazine.
That's right.
And then I think you were telling me that the trigger mechanism, you can actually, I thought this was very unique for a rifle of this age, you can change how heavy the trigger is?
Yeah, it has an adjustable trigger, which is something unheard of for a mainline infantry battle rifle from World War II.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, hand it to the Germans to develop a adjustable trigger on a battle rifle.
Yeah. And then one other thing I liked about this, Misha, is that this is called the G43, but it was very quickly renamed the K43. Mm-hmm. And reason for that is that the G in G43 stands for Gewehr, which means rifle, and K stands for carbiner. And because this was 2 inches shorter than the K98 that it was meant to supplement, mm-hmm. they thought it made a little more sense calling it the K43. And Misha, you were telling me that if you pick up one of these on the military surplus market, you do have to do a little doctoring of it, a little maintenance before you're actually going to shoot it.
Yes, so these weren't really built to last. They're just built to fight the Russians that are pounding at the doors of Germany.
Yeah. So
they're not built with longevity in mind.
This doesn't have a 20-year guarantee.
Exactly. It has maybe like a 6 months till the end of the war guarantee. These, if you shoot them in their original state, will shoot themselves apart. You'll actually, the shooting is so violent, you may risk cracking the back of the receiver. So what you have to do is install something called a shooter's kit, which is what I did. A new spring, a new gas piston head, and it drastically extends the life of the rifle and allows you to shoot 8mm Mauser safely.
Well, why don't we take it to the range and take a couple shots?
Yes, I'm excited. I've never shot this gun before, so this will be the first shots. For
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'll stand behind the car while you shoot.
Hier ist der Großdeutsche Rundfunk mit allen deutschen Sendern. Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Der völlige Zusammenbruch der ganzen französischen Front zwischen dem Ärmelkanal und der Maginot-Linie bei Montmedy.
All right, first shots out of the G43.
Little high. Windage is good. Dead center. Stacking them in the middle. Yep, that's a stack. You're heading a little right. There you go.
How many shots on target is that?
Everything's on target.
Yeah, that's an accurate rifle.
I could tell that you were like channeling your inner World War II right now.
I was channeling my inner Friedrich Zoller.
Je comprends. Sind Sie Frederik Zoller?
Jawohl, das bin ich, Herr Hauptmann.
Das ist eine große Ehre, dich kennenzulernen. Eine große Ehre.
Come shoot this. I think you'll like this.
Fucking iron sights. You ready?
Yep.
What's the trigger like?
Great. Just to the left of my group. Nice, that's right where my group was. Just keep hitting it there. Bit low. Keep doing that.
Okay, I finally figured out this trigger. It's very nice.
That's great. Tell the camera what you think of the gun.
I gotta say, my first 3 shots, all I could think of that was going through my mind was that the gun was just gonna blow up. But the trigger is phenomenal. This is like the best World War II trigger I've ever used in my life. I'm glad the Germans did not get this earlier in the war.
Yeah.
Der völlige Zusammenbruch der ganzen französischen Front zwischen dem Ärmelkanal.
And I guess you were right. This has an amazing trigger and it shoots super straight.
Honestly, it shoots way more accurately than my M1 Garand and a lot more accurately than my Russian SVT.
This is more, I think, in the Swiss K31 tier of accuracy.
Yeah, I think it was worth waiting 15 years of gun collecting to finally find one. I know I like this rifle a lot.
Yeah, I can tell. It looks great. It really is like robust and yeah, it's got a lot of cool historical provenance and it's a great gun.
It is. It's rare, it's unique, and it has a lot of history. What's not to love?
All right, we're going to Burger King.
All right, we'll see you guys at Arby's.